Hello, welcome to Teddy Bikescape. Today I have another ride video, and this is the loop that I attempted to do and had a freewheel come apart about a month or maybe a month and a half ago. It's a big loop. It goes from Cotuit through Mashpee, past Otis Air Force Base into North Falmouth, and then back along power lines back into Mashpee, and then back to Cotuit.
It's a windy one this morning. Very windy.
It gets pretty far from my house, but it's only a little over 19 miles actually in length. Like most of my rides, I try to minimize the amount of busy roads that I'm on and maximize the amount of dirt roads and trails.
So windy days like today are really good for getting in the woods. A little less wind. I'm riding in the Noisy Hole area. I'm not going to ride into the rougher areas. I'm going to just take this kind of express route that goes through a neighborhood with some paved section there. So this little diversion through this Noisy Hole area is good to get myself up to Mashpee without having to deal with any blacktop. So I'm fighting a head cold. Kind of felt it coming on last night, and definitely you could probably hear it in my voice a little bit. So I'm going to be kind of trying to take it 3/4 speed today, but we got a big day planned. It's I call it the big loop. It's going to be very similar to the one where I had my freewheel fall apart.
So this off-road section got us to a to 130 and into the center of Mashpee. So from here I'm going to head up to the Quashnet trails, and those along Cranberry Bogs, and that'll eventually take me to John's Pond.
So my immediate destination is the upper Quashnet River and the bogs that are around there, and then going to John's Pond, and then it'll get me as far as I got the last time I tried this ride. Probably have a little difficulty with sand, but hopefully not too much. I honestly haven't brought this bike into this area, but now I know where the worst sand is, so I can skirt around most of that. Ooh, a little sandy there, that's for sure. It rained. We had a nor'easter, and we had essentially 3 days straight of rain. So the sand is pretty firmed up, but it's, still sand. And here we go. Down to the Quashnet River. It's nice and quiet down here, not a lot of wind because we're down in a gully. This is an old bog that's grown up. So you got some trees that are getting pretty good size. Some of these pine trees look like they're, 25 feet tall. This is really nice down in here. That's the thing about winter. You can find these little pockets on a windy day that are just gorgeous. This little microclimate, the sun's coming in, warming it up. There's not a lot of wind blowing out the warm air. It's probably a couple degrees warmer down in here, and then you got the sun shining and no wind. It's nice. So we're gonna try to make the turn that we missed last time, which ended up sending us into a single track that got us. Ooh, nice, got it. All right, there we go. This is our turn. We missed. And this is crossing over the Quashnet River just below John's Pond. Yeah, we're just starting to get into peak foliage. A lot of the reds have already popped. Looks like the yellows and oranges are starting to come in a little bit too. But I still say we got another week or so before it is at peak.
So this probably concluded about the first third of the ride, basically getting over to north of John's Pond, and then from there we can work our way over south of the Otis Air Force Base, and then down into North Falmouth.
Good. That's a new one. That's lazy. Well, I'm not going to judge. Maybe he's got an injury or something, but Marina. This is back road. I have to make sure I don't go into the base. This is really close to Otis, but I think I'm allowed to go through here. I haven't seen any signs. Yeah, well, there's the fence. That's a clear dividing line. I think we can head in now.
So the next few clips, I really got too anxious to get into the woods and ended up just kind of following these trails that paralleled the road, and way too far north to pick up the Francis Crane area that I was looking for.
Ooh, this is looking a little bit rough here. I hope I'm on the right track. The road is just to the left of me, so I'm not going to get lost. Ooh, sand, sand, sand. Ooh. All right, we made it through that little section. Oh, wow. Now we're in trouble. Yeah, no way I was ever gonna make that. Yeah. Maybe. Huh, maybe not.
I could have looked at a map, but I decided to press on.
Maybe it's that way. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it right now. I know I got to follow this road though, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. We'll see how far we get. Yeah. We're trying to get to Francis Crane WMA, which is where we were in the southern part of it in my last video, and I think we'll be there again today. Yeah, this ain't looking too good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw it over the road.
So finally those little trails along the road petered out, so I give up and hit the blacktop.
Might be it. Yeah, I think we found it. So yes, we're in Francis Crane Wildlife Management Area. That looks sandy. I think we can make it. No, this is nice. Easy breezy.
Francis Crane Wildlife Management Area is, I guess, an old farm that was acquired by the state decades ago.
Boy, what the heck's going on there? Didn't know they were hunting this early. Looks like this is the way to the road.
After I figured out that there was hunters and hunting dogs in the area, I decided to find the quickest route out of the WMA and proceed down to crossing 151.
Must be some kind of bird they're hunting. I'll have to look that up, be more careful next time. I've got yellow on, but I guess I'm supposed to have orange. Yeah, that isn't too bad. Okay, now we take this ranch road.
So I think this marks about the farthest distance I get away from my home. At this point, we're kind of on the way back, I would say. So this next section covers a lot of the ground that Ben and I covered in the previous video.
Ashmet, that's right. And this is Sandwich Road.
It was nice to get out of that big field that was so windy. You know, after a while the wind kind of gets to you.
Everybody's being nice to the cyclists today. Not a bird. Alright, we'll get to climb this hill again, I guess. The trick is if you hit one of these rocks dead on and lose momentum, then you're stuck. Ooh, and I got diverted off. I got back. Whew. Well, I think we're over halfway done with this ride. I'm hoping that I get a little tailwind on the way back here and make it a little easier. Whoa. All right. power lines for quite a while. Wasn't it over here? Took that little jog. Yep. Basketball court. The head's back across. Maybe it's this way. Maybe it's the other side now.
This section seems confusing, but in reality you pretty much can find your way around pretty easily just by looking. This looks familiar. You know this. Ooh. So this is the parking lot for the Barnstable County Fair, I think. Oh, those cars do come around that corner mighty fast. And we're making good progress through here. I've been showing me all that stuff. So I got a decision to make at some point if I want to just stay on these power lines all the way straight across, or if I want to make a diversion to the south. This looks like a big hill. Yeah, let's see what we do. Rear tires doing little tiny hops. All right. Good job, Ted. Yeah, this is a good stretch here. I think considering that hunting situation and not knowing where people are hunting, I might stick to the power lines where I know there won't be any hunting. Coming on your left, okay? Oh, sandy. Not too bad. Oh, wow. We're already to the Quashnet River, if I recall correctly. Oh yeah, this is a little bit sketch. Oh yeah, that's right. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah. All right, time for lunch. Such a nice day when you get out of the wind. I'm down here in the Quashnet River Valley, and it's probably about 60 degrees and sunny. Pretty nice day for what we're getting into late October. So I've decided to call an audible instead of continuing down the power lines.
I'm gonna head up north to 151 along the Quashnet River on the east side of the Quashnet River, and go up to 151 and then take 151 to the east. It's a major road, but there's a good bike path on it, and we'll work our way down where we can cross 28 with a stoplight. That'll allow me to check out this trail I have not been on. So this is again along the Quashnet River heading north. This trail's pretty sticky. Definitely, I'm kind of plowing through a lot of debris. Alright. Looks like we gotta go this way. Nah, it must be. Let's keep going this way. See if there's a better. Yeah, there's one. Dump the gear down there.
So when you ride a gravel bike with down tube shifters, you learn to anticipate what the terrain is going to be ahead.
Alright, now we're back in the Mashpee River area. That was a pretty good pass through. Yeah. And here's our turn to get over the river. Ooh. It's kind of funny, I was worried about this ride and whether I would feel good for it. But because I've been pacing myself, I actually feel pretty good. I don't feel like I'm taxed at this point. And yeah, look at that. Beautiful New England fall. Best time of year here for sure, without a doubt. Yeah, that's a pretty shot right there. Again, we're down in this river bottom here and out of the wind. It's really beautiful. You can see the wind blowing the trees around over there, but it's almost still down here. And now that some of the leaves are dropping, you can see 28 really clearly. And we'll see if we can make it up this steep hill. This gearing on this bike, it's probably going to be all I can do to make it. This little stretch right here is the one that will get me. Ooh. All right. Whew. It's kind of got eroded from that rain. hill today. I imagine it's pretty wet at the bottom. Whoa. As wet as I've seen it. Whoa. It's all pavement from here. Mostly downwind, it feels like.
So that brings us to the end of the ride, and so I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, and if you want to see more of this type of content, please subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video.